I made an unacceptable mistake trading Uber. I outline the mistake and the consequences for my trading. Next, I share ideas to mitigate mistakes that you're inevitably gonna make as a trader. I hope in this video you learn from my mistake so you don't make the same one with your trading account. Hi, I'm Mike Bellafiore, Managing Partner of SME Capital, and we're a proprietary trading firm located in Midtown Manhattan. And I'm also the author of the trading classic, One Good Trade, and the Playbook. Hey, go ahead and click our subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos that we're producing for you in the trading community. Well, in this video, I disclose a trading mistake, an unacceptable trading mistake that I made in Uber. You're also going to learn why this mistake was unacceptable, the tactics that you can employ to minimize the inevitable mistakes that you're going to make as a trader in real time. You're going to learn how I felt about making such a mistake. I hope sharing this mistake helps you to become a better trader. If you want to learn 3 real-world setups that our traders use, including the simple setup that we teach all of our new traders, and the setup that turned one of our traders into a 7-figure big money earner, check out the free webinar that we're currently running. Just go ahead and click the link that should be appearing right now at the top right-hand corner of your screen. That's going to open up the free registration page in a new window. Don't worry, you're not going to lose this video. You can also visit tradingworkshop.com to register for this free, intensive, awesome workshop. You're going to learn more in a couple of hours from this trading workshop than from years of online education. Okay, so let's take a look at Uber today. You can see that the stock has done nothing but sell off. I traded this from the long side most of the morning. I traded this mostly on the long side this morning because of how it traded on Friday. Justin, can you bring up how strong it was on Friday? So Friday, there was a nice battle at 38. The buyers won. There was a news catalyst in it. Played it from the long side. Thought it would go find 41. Scaled out of it as it was going up. Made a really nice trade. When something is strong like that after a news catalyst, I am expecting follow through on a day like today. And so when we open up down, like we did because of the Hong Kong incidents, which is becoming a serious problem, which we need to really watch in our markets, I want to buy pullbacks. I want to find areas from day one where I can get long. But totally messed this up. And this is a discussion about it's not acceptable how I traded this. It's completely not acceptable. The mistakes I made are not okay. And then what we all can do about it when we're in situations like this, because it's going to happen to us again. It's going to happen to the best traders on the desk. It's going to happen to all of us in this room. But we can do things after we make mistakes. We can do things in the middle of trades to mitigate our mistakes that are going to happen. And we get a look at some of the really great traders, some of the really great short-term traders in the US and in the world. They all make mistakes. Having said that, I'm not very happy with myself right now, and I shouldn't be. It's just not okay what I did. And so the first thing that I totally missed, I came in this morning, wanted to buy pullbacks in Uber, was cognizant of the fact that the market was weak, thought that would give me an opportunity because I don't really see a connection between Hong Kong being weak and Uber's business. Lots of times you get an overreaction to that and can get some good pricing. But, and I know, Houston, you caught this, and I totally didn't catch this weekend. I checked my news source this morning. I didn't see anything. So I go to briefing before the open. I didn't see any news on Uber that would change the way that it traded Friday. Houston, you mentioned that you saw something on Twitter that would totally change the way Uber might trade today. And essentially, in a nutshell, it was there's a hiring freeze. I caught that at about 10:04. That came up on, we have these aggregated news feeds that come into our TIX windows. I did not see that on briefing, not criticizing briefing, but we caught it somewhere else. And when I saw that, it was actually it was coming in near 38, which was kind of the last stand for a technical support level from Friday. And I just knew I had messed up. I knew that this was something not to be playing from the long side, because this is just a trading principle that's really important. What kind of stock is Uber? How is it viewed?
It's a growth stock.
It's a growth stock. What happens when news comes out that growth companies aren't growing? Show the intraday chart. I actually don't even want to smile when I actually bring this up, because it's just, that's what happens. That's what happens to a stock on a daily chart if you're looking at Friday, if you're overvaluing Friday's move, that just completely trades differently. That's how it should trade. A growth stock, when it's signaling that it's not growing, is going to get sold off until the company comes out and clarifies what it means by the hiring freeze, or clarifies to the street what it means by the hiring freeze. Something different is going to have to change now for this to sort of turn around. Okay, and so that's a story that you caught, Houston, this weekend, that I didn't catch, which makes all the difference in how I traded this. Did you guys talk about this in the AM meeting?
No, we didn't.
Okay. I feel a little bit better about myself, but not really. But you got to catch this. And so I got to think about, totally messed this trade up, totally unacceptable how I traded this. So what am I going to do? Well, number one, I got to double down on making sure that I'm checking in Sunday night as to what I'm thinking about doing on Monday. I've got to have that in place. Monday morning, I got to spend a little bit of time getting reacquainted with the marketplace and making sure that my game plan is ready to go for the week. For me, I got to make sure I duck into, the AM meetings that we have at the firm, which I didn't get a chance to get to today. Okay, I got to double down on my preparation. And so, my preparation before today was not what it typically is. And that is commonly something that's going to get you on the wrong side of certain trades. That's why we have a routine. The other thing that I got to be doing when I'm trading is I got to be open-minded. I could see from the tape when I was buying the end of down moves that it just wasn't going up. So I would buy the end of down moves, getting in at good prices, and then it wasn't really going up, and it wasn't going up the way that I thought. And when it went up, there was just low offer selling. The tape was still weak. It was not showing it was ready to bounce yet. It was not showing what it looks like when something pulls in and then ready jets forward. Okay, so I got to make sure that I'm being open-minded. A great thing that people do is every 10 minutes, their calendar goes off and reminds them to be open-minded while they're trading. I really could see how weak it was. The third thing is you can have a rule that says if you make 3 bad trades in a row in a particular stock, you should stop trading it. That totally mitigates mistakes like this. 3/4 of my loss in this particular stock could have been mitigated by that rule. Okay? The other thing that we can think about doing for something like this after a trade like this is what I did do, which is you go back and you try and figure out why something like this was so weak when you thought it was going to be strong. And the reason was the news. There was new news that came in which would totally change the way the stock traded on Friday. And so we've captured that. You do have to go through that process. I don't feel good about how I traded this, but I think a lot of people will look at a situation like this and try and equate it to like some psychological issue that I had today. Like, You know, I was trading on tilt. I wasn't actually trading on tilt. Or you can prescribe lots of different reasons. The reason why I lost money on this has nothing to do with psychology. Okay? I made trades that have no edge. When you buy a pull-in in a stock that was really strong the day before, which is a great technique normally, right? Buying pull-ins is usually a great technique day two when something busts out on day one. It's not when there's an intervening news catalyst which is going to cause selling first, questions later. That's not a strategy with edge. Strategy with edge is if I did the exact opposite. Selling the resistance areas. Okay. So, you know, we're going to make mistakes. Totally unacceptable to make mistakes like this. That's number one. You have to accept that. It's not okay. But then, you know, there are prep solutions, there are real-time solutions, there's after-the-fact solutions that go into how you go about getting better. Hey, go ahead and click our subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos that we're producing for you in the trading community. And please take the time to add your feedback in the comments section for what videos you'd like for us to produce next and what you found helpful from this video. From all of us at SMB, train and trade well.